In this video, we're diving into one of Shopify's most underrated built-in tools, Shopify Flow. If you've ever run a store and felt buried in tiny repetitive tasks, tagging customers, checking inventory, reviewing high-value orders, or following up on abandoned carts, you know how quickly it eats up your day. Studies show small e-commerce teams can spend up to a third of their time on manual back-end work. That's hours every week that could be going towards marketing, product launches, or actually driving more sales. And that's where Shopify Flow comes in. It automates those repetitive tasks the moment something happens in your store. There's no coding, no complicated setup, just smart workflows handling the admin work so you can focus on growth. I'm Erin from Shopify Mastery. Let's get into it. So what exactly is Shopify Flow? It's Shopify's built-in automation tool that lets you create rule-based workflows inside your store. Instead of manually handling repetitive back-end tasks, you define the rule once and Shopify executes it automatically moving forward. Here's how it works. An event happens, like an order being placed. Shopify checks the condition you've set. For example, whether the order total exceeded $200. If it does, it performs the action you chose, like tagging that customer as VIP. Without automation, you'd log in, review the order, apply tags, maybe notify your team. That takes minutes pre-order. Multiply that by dozens of orders and it becomes a time drain. With Flow, you build the logic once and it runs continuously in the background. It connects directly to your store data and can integrate with tools like Klaviyo, Slack, or Google Sheets. The value is simple. You stop reacting manually and start operating with systems. Why Shopify Flow matters. When you're starting out, you're doing everything yourself. Customer service, order reviews, inventory checks, marketing, and that's normal in the beginning. But as sales increase, repetitive tasks become the bottleneck. It's not major strategy decisions that slow you down. It's the small repeated actions, tagging customers, checking top spenders, catching inventory issues after they happen, following up on orders. Individually, they're simple, but together they drain time and mental energy. Shopify Flow eliminates that manual workload. Instead of reacting to events one by one, you create rules that handle them automatically. High-value orders get tagged instantly, low inventory triggers alerts, repeat buyers are segmented without you lifting a finger. Every workflow removes one recurring task from your mind. Stores that scale don't rely on memory, they rely on systems. Shopify Flow gives you the ability to build those systems early before operations start feeling heavy. The building blocks: trigger, conditions, actions. Now that you understand why Shopify Flow matters, let's break down how it actually works. Every automation you create in Shopify Flow is built from three core components. The first is the trigger. This is the event that starts everything. It answers the question, when should this workflow begin? A trigger could be something like an order being created, a customer account being updated, or inventory levels changing. The second is condition. This determines whether the workflow should continue. It's the filter. For example, you might tell Shopify to check whether the order total is at least $200. If that condition is true, the workflow moves forward. If not, it stops there. The third is the action. Now, this is what Shopify does automatically once the condition is met. That could be tagging the customer as VIP, sending an internal notification, adding a customer to a segment, or updating product data. When you combine these three parts, your automation reads like a clear sentence. When an order is created, if the total is over $200, then tag that customer as VIP. That's the logic behind every workflow. It's structured, straightforward, and designed to be accessible. You're not writing code, you're defining rules. Once you understand that pattern, building automations becomes much easier and much more intuitive. All right, so let's actually build this. Now you're looking at your Shopify dashboard. This is your main control center. Everything starts here. If you haven't created a store yet, make sure to use our link below to start your Shopify free trial. You'll get 3 free days, and then it's just $1 a month for your first 3 months. It's the easiest way to test features like Shopify Flow without a big upfront commitment. So once you're logged in, you'll see the sidebar on the left with all of your main sections: home, orders, products, customers, marketing, and we also have settings on the bottom. So scroll all the way to the bottom of that sidebar and we want to click on apps. So for this one, we can actually do the search bar. It's a lot easier. I'll click on apps and then we are going to go to app settings. Then we are going to Shopify App Store. Then I'm going to look up Shopify Flow and then you will see it pop up with a green icon. click it, and then you'll land on the app's main page. It'll show you an overview, a quick video, and reviews from other store owners. So you want to click install app, and that's it. There's no payments and no setup fee and no coding. Flow is free for all Shopify plans. Mine already says open because I already installed it, so make sure you install and then follow along with me. Settings and payment check. So before you open it though, there's one important step that a lot of people miss. You have to finish your Shopify's payment setup. If you skip it, Flow won't fully activate. So to do this, go to settings, and then we are going to click on payments. And once we're in payments, we'll click complete account setup. So now you'll see options like individual, registered business, or nonprofit. If you're just starting out or testing things, pick individual. It's just Shopify verifying that you're a real person. But once that's done, everything syncs perfectly. Go ahead and finish everything up so you can open the Flow app and it'll launch without any errors. So head back to your dashboard, click on apps, and then we're going to open Shopify Flow. So this is what your Flow dashboard looks like. It's simple. You'll see three main sections. We got workflows, and this is where all of your automations live. We also have browse templates. So these are pre-built examples that you can customize, and runs is essentially your history log that shows every time an automation has triggered. So under Shopify's pre-made templates, they give you templates like notify me when inventory runs low, tag customers who make multiple purchases, or alert me when someone places a big order. So you can use those if you want something quick, but for this tutorial, we are going to make one from scratch so you actually can understand what's happening. Now what we're going to do is select create workflow, and you'll see a blank canvas. You can either select a trigger, go to browse templates where we were previously at, or you can even tell them what you want to create. So this is your workspace, and we are going to build our logic step by step. So I'm going to select a trigger, and then in the search bar, I'm going to type order created. So that means every time someone places an order, this workflow will automatically start. Select it, and you'll see a little box appear on your canvas, and that is going to be your trigger. Now Shopify knows exactly what event to watch for. Next, click the plus sign below it. We are going to choose condition and add a variable, and then we are going to look at amount total. Then search for order total. So I'm going to select on that. And now under rule options, we are going to select is greater than or equal to, and then we are going to type 200. So what you just told Shopify is only continue this workflow if the order total is at least $200. So if someone spends $50, nothing happens, but if they drop $200 or more, Flow keeps going to the next step. Now let's add the action, the thing Flow will do for us. So we're going to click the plus sign again. We're going to choose action and search for add customer tag. Click this option, and in the tag box, we are going to type VIP. So what this does is now this tag will automatically appear under that customer's profile inside Shopify every time they hit that spend amount. You can rename it later to whatever fits your brand. Maybe that's top buyer, loyal customer, or gold member. So here's what your finished workflow looks like. We've got trigger, which is order created. We got condition, which order total is greater than or equal to 200. And we have our action, which is add customer tag VIP. You can see the flow from top to bottom. It's simple, clean, and logical. Now Shopify automatically tags those VIP customers the second they place their order, so you don't have to lift a finger. Real use cases, what else you can automate. Once you understand how Shopify Flow works, you start to see how many small operational tasks can be automated inside of your store. Take inventory alerts as an example. Instead of manually checking stock levels, you can create a workflow that notifies you the moment a product drops below 5 units. That gives you time to restock before it becomes a problem. You can also use Flow for basic fraud control. If an order meets certain risk conditions, you can automatically pause it or flag it for manual review before it gets fulfilled. That adds an extra layer of protection without requiring constant monitoring. Another practical use case is customer loyalty segmentation. After a customer completes their third purchase, you can automatically tag them as a repeat buyer or move them into a higher loyalty tier. That makes it easier to personalize marketing and reward your best customers. Supplier communication can also be automated. When inventory reaches a low threshold, Flow can send an email or a Slack message directly to your supplier so replenishment starts immediately. You're now removing the delay between noticing a problem and acting on it. You can even set up workflows tied to abandoned checkout behavior. If a customer adds a product to their cart but doesn't complete the purchase, Flow can trigger internal notifications or connect with your email marketing platform to initiate follow-up sequences. The bigger idea is this: you're turning your store into a structured system that responds automatically to events. These are the same types of backend processes larger brands rely on to operate efficiently. The difference is that now you can build them directly inside of your Shopify without additional software or custom development. Why Shopify Flow is worth using. Here's what I want to emphasize: you don't need to wait until your store is huge to start automating. Even small stores benefit from this because it keeps you consistent and organized before things get messy. It's easy to think you can manage everything by hand, but once you start getting more orders, it's impossible to keep up. That's how mistakes happen: missed tags, delayed messages, confused customers. Flow helps you stay ahead of that, so you don't need to be techy. You just need to be willing to set things up once so they run forever. And since Flow is included in your Shopify plan, it is literally free value. You're probably not using it. And that's it. That's how you set up Shopify Flow for automation, no code needed. If you followed along, congratulations, your store now has its first automation live. Every time someone spends over $200, Shopify will automatically tag them as VIP. From here, you can keep building. You can create workflows for repeat buyers, back-in-stock alerts, low inventory notifications, internal team alerts, or anything else that removes repetitive work from your plate. The more that you automate, the more structured and scalable your store becomes. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe to Shopify Mastery so you don't miss the next tutorial. I break everything down step by step so you can actually implement it, not just understand it. Drop a comment and tell me what automation you want to build next. I read them and use them to plan future videos. And if you haven't started your store yet, I will leave the Shopify free trial link in the description so you can test this out yourself. I'm Erin from Shopify Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.